Hey guys, it's Cole here again. This will be my last clock tour video before 2026. And I hope 2026 will be a better year. So, I don't want to keep you all waiting. I just want to make this intro as short as possible. So, anyways, let's get right into this. But we're going to start the part outside of my room. I have 2 clocks outside, so let's go. So we're starting this here. So this is a new addition to my collection. I don't know what to call this originally, but there are multiple clocks of these, and I managed to get my hands on one of them. So I think this clock came from the 1940s. I'm not sure what this is called exactly, but it is from USA. It's really cool. I love the design of the pendulum. And it's made of wood. Great condition. Here we have this. Yeah, that's just my brother making noise. Sorry about that. Yeah, we'll just keep doing it again. My brother just keep doing it again. Sorry about that. This is a wooden quartz glow-in-the-dark wall clock. My cousin gave this to me. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, she did. Yeah, it's really cool. Anyways, let's move on to the next section. We're going to go inside of my room now. Alright, this Sterling & Noble wall clock. It's just some random purchase I made from a Target. Nothing really special about it. Just your standard battery operated clock. Here is this Primex atomic wall clock. This was mostly common inside of public schools. Yeah, the second hand just doesn't want to make a tick every second. I have to figure out why that is, but I got this from my 8th grade teacher. I'm not going to specify it because I don't really like doing so. Here we have this D&A clock. I got this from an antique store for like $45, probably $40. I have no idea. Because I think it was originally $85, but I think it was half, 50% off on this clock, I think. And I just decided to get this. Yeah. Here we have this RGB digital clock. I got this from Amazon around like a little under $20. It runs good, and I like the light on there too. Sometimes it runs a bit fast. We'll move down. Here's my Spoojel 31-day wall clock. I got this from an antique store. I think it was in, I don't know, Illinois or Wisconsin or somewhere further Indiana. I have no clue. Well, no, I did take apart the clock here. The minute hand did not fall off, and the face wasn't, it wasn't shown like that when I got it. It did used to work, but it just sadly stopped right out of nowhere. I'm about to take a deep look into why that is, and I don't know if it's ever gonna run again. I wish this thing worked, though. That's just trash that I unboxed the clock that I first mentioned in the video. But anyways, we have a Finney Walker 8-day grandfather clock. I got this for Christmas in 2023, I think. It works good. It didn't have a minute hand when I got it. So I got it from a separate clock shop. So, we have an Edinburgh Clockworks Company wall clock. Yeah, I've had this in my previous house for several years, and my mother just decided to give this to me. It used to be a former second clock that belonged to them, but she decided to give it to me. So, yeah. Here we have this wooden wall clock. I made this from school, and these dots just... And I printed the 12 just for the heck of it. Yeah, it's secured by a nut. It's really cool. We'll move down here to my Harris and Mallow electronic mechanical clock. I got this from someone who know me a lot, and I did manage to get it to work a while ago, but it just sadly stopped. I'll demo it for you. Give me a second here. Yeah, it really sucks this thing stopped. Here we have this black, it's big black wall clock. I got this from Hobby Lobby back near Thanksgiving, on Black Friday. Yeah, it's really cool actually. I love the style of the numbers. This clock came from the same place as this one. The same Hobby Lobby as this one, Sorry about that. It's a pocket watch wall clock. It's very big. Not big to be exact, but it's a little bigger than an average pocket watch. Just your standard battery operated clock. Here we have this. It's another Edinburgh Clockworks Company wall clock. One of my neighbors gave this to me. That neighbor heard about my clock collection. It did used to have a glass cover on it, but it just sadly shattered. And I decided to give it new hands for the heck of it. Yeah, I got it from a yard sale as well. Yeah, thanks to that anonymous person for giving that to me. Here we have this Notre Dame wall clock. One of my dad's coworkers gave this to me. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you where he works at, so I just don't want to do it just for the heck of it. It is a really nice clock. Here, this is another addition to my clock collection. This is a flip clock. Yeah, it's sitting on a turntable, which I got for Christmas last year, I think. Yeah, it's really cool looking. See, every minute, it flips to another number, which is really nice. And yeah, I love how it is. Anyways, let's move on. Here we have this Seth Thomas Westminster battery-operated chime wall clock. It did used to have a Westminster chime speaker mechanism, but I ripped it out. Well, yeah, and the pendulum part wasn't working, so I decided to replace the movement. And I got this from an antique store somewhere in Tennessee. Here we have this Brussels. See, it's right there. I got this from Florida, I think. Yeah, I did. I don't know where I exactly got this from. I forgot where I got it. So, yeah. Here we have this Steeple 8-day mantle clock. I got this from an antique store for like $50. Runs great, cosmetic condition, and it has its own key here. And yeah, these are just beads. I don't know why I put them here. It did not really work for a very long time, and I managed to somehow get it back up and running. So that's a good sign. Anyways, here we have an Explorer 31-day bracket mantle clock. It's great condition. It runs good. Kind of looks a little old in my opinion, but it's really nice. I got this from an antique store in Canada. I'm not sure which city exactly is, but I really love how it is. I got this for like, I don't know, like $85. So, let's continue. Here's this black time-only marble mantle clock. The key came with it is surprisingly small. It actually came from the same place as this one. Great condition. It didn't really run good when I got it, so I oiled it up and I managed to get it to run again. Yeah. Here, I don't know what sound that was. I definitely heard something. But here is this Seth Thomas lighted dial alarm clock. Yeah, this is cracked here. It's just plastic glass, I think. Yeah, it's just my grandfather clock going off. This one is running a little fast, so put that back. Same thing goes with this one here too. Anyways, I got this for my birthday when I turned 14. Yeah, it runs on a plug as well. Now we're here. We have a Timex quartz wall clock. It's not an atomic clock. I did replace the movement because the old one was kind of a little finicky and sometimes it runs a little behind. I got this from my 5th grade teacher, I believe. I'm not sure exactly. We have this MEA incorporated regulator wall clock. I got this from an antique store for about $110. I'm not sure if it was 50% or not. So I think I'll just leave it be, I guess. And it didn't have a key when I got it, so I got that from a separate clock shop. Yeah. Here we have a Japanese regulator. Yeah, the face is pretty worn out. It didn't have a cover either. Yeah, and the glass here is cracked, sadly. I got this off eBay for, I have no idea how much it is. But it still works, actually. Yeah, I might need to find a way. How am I gonna, like, fully get it, like, clean at some point? I'm gonna have to find a way how to do it. This is just your standard 3D printed clock I made. Here I got this. I'm trying to get over the bed here. Sorry about that. This is a Punta Cana wall clock. It's like a tube. I mean, like floaty, whatever that is that you commonly see on public boats. But anyway, I got this from Dominican Republic back in 2024, I think. Yeah, I did. Yeah, it runs good. Just your standard quartz clock. This is just some ornaments that my mom made for me. Really nice. Here we have this one. I made this at school also. It actually came from the same... Let me zoom that in. Sorry about that. That's how far I can zoom in. Right there, the one clock right there. Sorry if it's not focusing. Oh, there it is. Right there. Anyways, this is my first one clock that I got from my high school. It's really nice. I did not made it. My ninth grade teacher gave this to me as a gift. Really nice. Here we have this Seth Thomas 8-day mantle clock. I got this from an antique store for about $25. Yeah, this is very dusty. It hasn't been cleaned in forever. It actually came from the same place as the MEA Incorporated regulator. Yeah, really nice overall. Here we have this Sharp digital alarm clock. I think I got this for Christmas, I believe. Yeah, my grandma decided to give this to me. Here we have this. It's another Sterling & Noble clock, I think. Yeah, it is. Yeah, another random purchase I made from Target. Yeah, along with that one. Yeah, the same Target as the other Sterling & Noble clock that I mentioned just a few seconds ago. Yeah, that's another 3D printed clock. Kind of looks a little cool for an office, but I'm not really sure about it. Here we have, yeah, sorry if I'm being a little too fast here. We have Ridgeway mantle clock. Yeah, it keeps running fast. I got this from an antique shop for about $30. I'm not sure what the original price was, but yeah, the special price is $30, and I managed to buy it. Here we have this. I also got that clock on my 14th birthday. Here, just let me take that out real quick. Here's this robot. It's some kind of watch, but it takes like a little battery. It's not really a watch. But anyways, I've had this for several years with me. It's a collectible robot. Yeah, an anonymous person decided to give this to me. Yeah, it's just another 3D printed clock right there. Nothing special. Here we have this Quattro Quartz battery operated clock. It did not have a stand when I got it. It actually came from the same store. Came from the same antique store as that one, actually. Which is somehow surprising. I'm not sure how much dollars it was worth when I bought it. Here we have this Hosh alarm clock. I think it was my cousin that gave this to me. I think so. Yeah. Nothing much about it. Here's this Stager battery operated mantle clock. This outer part here is made out of glass, so it's very breakable. I got that from Goodwill. Yeah, nothing too much special about that, honestly. Here is this battery operated clock, and special about it is it's got my name on it. Here's this Crystal Legends glass mantle clock. I got this from a yard sale. And yeah, nothing really much special about it, to be completely honest. Here behind is this, it's just a battery operated clock. It's just an alarm clock. I got this from a department store in Philippines. I'm not going to explain about this one because I don't feel like doing so. That one's 3D printed as well. It's another Punta Cana alarm clock. Yeah, I got this from the same place as that one in Dominican Republic as well. Here is this Sharp alarm clock. Yeah, it's just some random purchase I made from Walmart. Yeah, of course, Walmart sucks. And to good viewers, if you like Walmart, your opinion is handled. Yeah, this is my Prime collection. Here we have this Washington, D.C. clock. I got this back in May of 2024. It runs good. It has a replica of the White House, the Capitol, and the monument. And the flag as well. Very nice. It's just your standard 3D printed clock. Here we have this Welby 8-day mantle clock. I got this from a family member, I believe. Yeah, sorry about that. It's just my brother screaming again. But it runs good. However, it does tend to run a bit fast, which it already has, I think. 56. Yeah, never mind, I guess. It did not have a key. Yeah, it just doesn't want to. There we go. Yeah, it doesn't have a key with it, sadly. Hope to get one at some point. Anyways, let's move on to the last wall, and we're gonna. After that, we will go downstairs because there will be a few more clocks. So let's go. Here is this first Time and Company wall clock. I got this on my birthday when I turned 11. It runs good. It looks very nice overall. Really love it. Here's this flower wall clock. It actually came from the same place, the same department store as that one. It runs really good. Yes. Yeah, all these here are 3D printed. Same thing with that one. I got this Jet. It's some kind of plain wall clock. It has a bigger version of itself, but I decided to get the smaller one instead. Yeah, that's one of my clocks going off. Sorry about that. Anyways, I got this from a website. Got this from an online store. Yeah, that's another clock going off. Don't really want to talk over it. Here we have another Sterling & Noble Clock Company wall clock. I got this from another random purchase at Walmart. I've had this for several years, actually. It was not from Indiana, but it was from New Jersey, actually. Before we continue onto the wall, we have another mantle clock here. It's a New Haven 1-day kitchen mantle clock. It did not have an alarm system when I got it. Here, let me show you. Yeah, sorry about that. Here's just this. Yeah. And this is from the face, but I just decided to remove it because it's not an alarm clock anymore. Yeah, I keep hitting the pendulum for absolutely no reason. I just keep hitting it. I don't know why. Here we have, this was not featured either, so this is a new edition. Same thing with this one. I got this for Christmas. I think this was for my parents. And this one here is from St. Nick. Really cool. Here, these three, my cousin gave me those, and my grandma gave me those. That's another new watch. I think I got this from an online store. I think the same store as that. I got that from Christmas. I got that from Christmas as well. My grandpa gave this to me. My grandma gave that to me. Yeah, I think we're about to have a 9 o'clock madness here. I got this from Burlington. I got this. I forgot where I got it. That one came from an online shop. Same as this. Here we have this one. This is from my grandma as well. That I got from Easter on 2023, I believe. And my cousin gave me that. I forgot where this one came from. I got this for Christmas last year, and these just spare hands. This is another new addition. Let me open that up. It's another new watch. I have 2 Invicta watches now. Really cool. Really cool. I'm gonna close that up. Yeah, I got this for Christmas this year. I think that was from my parents as well. This was, I got this on my 11th birthday when I was in school. Got this from my 5th grade teacher. And I got this from an antique store. It actually came from the same store as that one. Yeah. Here I got this for my birthday when I was 14. And I got this for Christmas this year. It did not work, but I decided to put new oil in this thing. Yeah, it runs really good. Yeah, I just put that next to my ear to make sure it's ticking. Here's my grandfather clock going off. Sorry about that. I got this from a yard sale. It actually, on the same day, I got that on the same day as this one. Yeah. That all these here are 3D printed, so nothing special about those. Here we have this one. I did replace the movement, but the old one was kind of corroded, and it's not really corroded. I mean, it's just a little old. It doesn't want to keeping time. Yeah, the hands were also a replacement. I don't know if you can see them, but it's there. It actually came from the same antique store as this one. Yeah, a lot. Anyways, let's get back up to the wall. Here we have this Aruba wall clock. I got this from Aruba back in 2017. It works great. The old mechanism was broken, and I decided just to replace hands on there. Here we have a German box. It's from the 1950s wall clock. I got this from an antique store in Columbus, Ohio. Really nice. Yeah, the Emperor clock used to be here, sadly. Yeah, that's just some kind of note. Yeah, I really like that clock a lot, the Emperor clock that I was talking about. But I also like this one too. Here is this battery, it's just boring clock here. Random purchase I made from Target. The hands were actually a replacement. Here we have this glow-in-the-dark wall clock. I got this from a department store in Philippines as well. And here's this cool numbers all over around it. I also got that from a department store in Philippines. Oof, running out of breath. Sorry about that. I made the. I mean, I didn't. Oh my god, I have like skill issues. Sorry about that. I got this red Christmas clock from a thrift store for about, I don't know, like $10, probably more. It every hour it just plays melodies from Christmas songs, I believe. I don't have the batteries in it at the moment. I just made this at school. The pendulum kit, I just bought that on like April 2023. Here we have this. My cousin gave me that. It's really nice. Yeah. Nothing really much about it. Here we have this glow-in-the-dark wall clock. I got this from an online shop. Actually, it's the same shop that I ordered that clock. I think that's pretty much all of my clocks cleared in my room. Yeah, that's pretty much all of it. Anyways, let's move on downstairs. It's just your standard Westclox battery operated wall clock. Here's this. I bought this from Amazon. It did used to have a glass, but it accidentally broke. Got a little too carried away with it. But it's still cool, it's still functional. Here we have a West Manor 31-day grandfather clock. I also got this one on my 14th birthday. It was a very big gift that I've ever gotten in my whole life. Here we have this Saipan battery operated alarm clock. This thing is very old. Yeah, it did used to work, I believe, but sadly doesn't run anymore smoothly. Probably won't run again, to be honest. It really sucks. This thing's broken. But the alarm still sounds just fine. Anyways, I think there might be a couple more clocks that I'm going to go over. Here is this game controller wall clock / desktop clock. My mom bought this for me at a store. I don't know where it is from, actually. It is really nice. I love the text here. It's pixelated. Yeah. Here we have another clock. Mechanical clock, I mean. Yeah, this is the pendulum I was trying to use for this. I got this for Christmas on 2024 as well, I believe. Yeah. The minute hand was a replacement. The original minute hand was broken when I got it. And the original, pin wasn't fitting in with it. So I just decided to use this nail as the pin. Hope to get this fixed at some point. Well, I think that's all my clocks. Well, yep, that's everything. Despite the ones that are from the living room, my mom was sitting inside the living room and I didn't want to interrupt her, so I don't want to record them. So I'm just doing what's best for myself. So anyways, that's gonna wrap up for the last video of 2025. I hope you guys stay tuned for the spring 2026 DST video. You'll definitely hear the clock strike more. So it's gonna be a great video next year. I hope you guys are excited. Goodbye, everyone.